Good morning, everybody. I think it says August 13th, and I'm here at the house. And I'm going to gather up some herbs this morning. It's a hot August morning, and I need to water. But if you're going to pick your herbs or cut your herbs, you need to do it after the dew's off of your plants. So, they're not wet. So these are not wet. They might have a little moisture, but I've got to do it before it gets hot. So I'm going to be harvesting. I've got chocolate mint. My basil's growing like crazy. I have my peppermint. I need to cut some lemon balm. I might pick some sage. Let's see, because all year long I pick herbs for the winter. So it keeps me busy. I have never grown, I think this is lemon thyme. I've cut this a couple times, and it smells just like lemon. And I've been trying to cut off the flowers, because when the flowers start coming, the plant will go to seed. So I've been so busy, I'm having trouble keeping the flowers off these plants. And sometimes I don't need all the basil that I have. I've been using fresh basil, but I just like the way basil looks in the garden. And so sometime when I just don't have time to harvest and I see that the buds are coming, and I don't need all this, so I just pop it off and throw it back in the yard. Then that way the plant still continues if I need anything. I did want to show you. I'm surprised because I have partial shade. Look at my cantaloupes. I got 3 little cantaloupes growing. And I think they call it bilateral gardening or something. I have ginger root growing, and the squirrels dig all the time. But I got ginger root growing, and I composted a couple years ago, so I thought it was cucumber vine, and it's a cantaloupe vine. So I've got some ginger here. Now, I think it's doing okay. It's not doing as good as the other on the other side, but I've got some cantaloupes growing, and then I got my herbs down at the bottom. Got some nasturtium, and everything seems to be doing okay, because I guess it's higher and it's getting sun. And then, let's see, now I just planted this, so that's not looking too great right now. But I got more mint here. Let's see what else I've got. It's kind of almost like a little tour. More mint, more mint. I got some thyme here that I need to harvest. And then I have some lemon thyme, and all the lemon stuff just smells so good. Even though if you don't use it, it just smells so good. You rub against it, and it's made some just pretty green foliage along with my other plants. And I got the Wonder Jew plant. I think this is part of the Wonder Jew family. And so I didn't plan on planting all this, but the squirrels keep biting these off, and I'll just stick them back in the ground. So it's just made this, and it's come out pretty. So back here I just started this, and this is where the squirrels keep biting stuff off, and I just stick it in the ground, because this is kind of just something still in the process. So let me get back to herbs. Sometime I like to chat too much. So I got plenty of herbs to harvest. So what I do is I gather up my baskets. You got to do it, before you water. I was going to water. I was like, oh, I need to harvest herbs. So I'm going to try, let's see if I can do this one-handed. I don't know if I can. It's going to take a while. So anyway, I just want to show you the process. So we'll try. You clip, especially with the mints. You can cut that much, and then still this is going to grow like crazy. And then with the basils, I'm going to have lots of basil too. So I gather different baskets because I have so many herbs. So with the basil, just pop it off. And I used to cut all this off, but if you can see, if you pop it off, it will bush out. Now this one is not one of my best ones. Let me go over here to one of my better ones. You just pop it off. Now this is one of my, I'm bouncing y'all around. Sorry about that. This is one of my better plants. Now I bought this in the grocery store. I was using it for a recipe. And I put it in this pot, and it's with my beautiful impatiens. So I'll just show you my impatiens real quick. Even though we're talking about herbs. So I'll show you all my impatiens in the pots. They're doing quite well. Got my geranium there. So this is partial shade gardening. I've adapted to what I do at my mom's. So anyway, just trying to show you how they come out in threes. And they'll branch off. So if you pop one off, and then they keep branching. I don't know if you can see it. I was trying to find one that was branching off, but they will. They'll keep budding out, and it'll make your plant real bushy. So that's that. And then, bounce around again. I was hoping to catch a little hummingbird. I've got hummingbird feeders everywhere. The sage is kind of the same way. Now my sage at my mom's is a whole lot better looking because it gets full sun. And sometime, now your sage will do this. That's okay, just pop the leaves back in the pot. It'll compost. But my sage, I just pop it off too. Like that. And it keeps bushing out and make a bushier plant. Now your lemon balm, you're going to cut it like your mints. Because this is in the mint family. So I made the mistake. Never put mints in your flower beds. So I have my lemon balm and all my mints that I've got to cut. And you cut them long. Because they're going to come back. I've harvested this mint 4 or 5 times. Oh, there goes my little hummingbird. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if you can see him. There he is. You can barely see him. I've got so many of them. I was hoping to catch a glimpse of a little hummingbird. I've got a bunch of feeders out, so there. It's as far as my phone will go out. You can, if I could hold it still. It's hard to see. You can see him nodding there. Get him a drink. So go back, and I get off track sometime when I see the hummingbird. So there he goes. Woo. So cut the mints 5 or 6 times, and then I'm gonna cut my mints. I can't leave my phone on pause forever because then it's gonna burn up my phone. I'll show you what I have, and then we'll go downstairs and I'll show you my drying station. So I hope this helps you, give you an idea. If you do like herbs, I just gather up my baskets, get 4 or 5 baskets, keep it separated. Make sure you cut them after the dew, before you water anything, so they won't mold or anything. You're going to have to dry them, and then I'll show you the drying process in my next video. So I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you later.